If you're anything like me, you deal with anxiety. About 1 out of 3 adults struggle with or report high levels of anxiety, so it's no surprise that you and I also deal with it. Today I'm going to share 3 things that may help you handle your anxiety in 3 minutes, so let's get to it. Firstly, you have to stop seeing your anxiety as your enemy, or like some awful monster that's ruining your life. I know it feels that way, and that's okay to admit. I've been there too. But I want you to remember why anxiety exists. Anxiety, at its core, is a survival mechanism. It's the little voice in our heads that's just trying to keep us safe. At the end of the day, it just wants to keep you protected, comfortable, and safe. So sometimes when you have plans, a new place to go, a new person to meet, a big event coming up, etc., anxiety goes on overload mode. It's afraid of the what-ifs and the uncertainties. It sets off the alarms in your nervous system and activates your fight or flight. This is a natural process, but that doesn't mean we have to let it run rampant. Instead of fighting these responses, learn to live in cooperation with them. First, notice why your anxiety is flaring up and address those things. Then take action both mentally and physically. If you're anxious because something new is happening, reaffirm with yourself that you're nervous simply because it's uncertain. But remember that the likelihood of it being good is more likely than it being bad. Then take some time to focus on breathing, positive thinking, and recentering yourself. Know that your body is doing its job, and it just may need a little extra help to make sure it doesn't work too hard. Sometimes simply recognizing the fact that your brain is doing what it's supposed to do can help alleviate some anxiety to begin with. Second, recall all the previous times that you felt anxious, but things ended up working out well anyway. You were so nervous, and for what? You did well, succeeded, or had a good time with that thing in question. You made it through 100% of those situations, even the odd ones out that ended up going negatively, and you'll keep making it through one way or another. Lastly, consider the fact that consciously overthinking, ruminating, and dwelling on anxiety and anxious thoughts does you no good. The only thing you need to worry about is doing your best. Walt Disney said, "Why worry? If you've done your very best, worrying won't make it any better." There's also a Bible verse that relates to this which says, "Can any one of you by worrying add a single hour to your life?" Both of these statements reflect the same idea, that worrying only takes away your time and doesn't make the time you do have any better. So for your own sake, try to learn to actively stop overthinking and be present in the moment itself. Tomorrow will take care of itself. So just focus on doing your best, respecting your body's natural survival methods, and regulating your nervous system. Anxiety can be your friend if you choose to work with it rather than against it. Remember, your body is just doing its job, and it won't be this hard forever. As time passes and as you gain experiences, especially successful ones, things will get easier and you won't be as worried about the things you used to worry about. Healing isn't linear, so don't be discouraged when you have more downs than ups. That's only temporary.